All right, guys, so now I'm going to show you how to clean up a machine at the end of service. So most of you are going to be using a LaMarzocco Linea PB, which is what we have here. So I'm going to take you step by step how to close it down. But first we're going to need a couple of tools. So we're going to need clean, fresh rag. We're going to need a small flathead screwdriver. We will need a back flush portafilter basket, which looks like this, has no holes in it. We'll need a palo brush, which is this guy here. We will need our coffee cleaning powder, and then a latte bowl, and something deeper than a latte bowl, which we have this guy. So when we're cleaning, we only touch it with hot water, clean rags, and this powder. We never use detergent or soap on it. So one thing that we're gonna do is while we're cleaning our group heads, I'm going to just take hot water and have our steam wands soaking. There we go. We are going to remove our portafilter, and then we're going to take out the basket here. So the easiest way to do that is to take your little screwdriver, insert it over one of the wings, and just twist. That side will pop up, and then you're going to turn and do it to the other side. Both sides will pop up. Just pull that right on out. When you pull it out at the end of the day, you will see a little bit of residual coffee and buildup from the day. That's normal. That's also why it's imperative that we take it out and we clean it at the end of the day, so that that doesn't carry over to the next day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rinse this off real quick with our hot water. And we're gonna drop that into our latte bowl. Then I'm gonna take this, because all of that needs to be soaked. I'm gonna put it into our bowl and fill it with hot water. Now, we wanna make sure that we're never submerging the handle of our portafilter. So we're gonna make sure just the metal part is covered in there. And then we're gonna take our coffee cleaning powder. We're just gonna take one scoop of it, drop it right in there. We're gonna take another scoop, and we're gonna drop it into the latte bowl that has our portafilter basket in it, and we're gonna let that soak. All right, so while we have our equipment soaking, now we're gonna begin taking our dispersion screen out of the group head. The dispersion screen is the little tiny thing that looks like a shower head that fits up inside of our group head. So you're gonna need your little flathead screwdriver, and there's just a single screw that fits right into the middle of it. So I always put a towel down, so in case the dispersion screen drops, we don't damage it and we don't run the risk of losing the screw. So once it's loose, just be very, very careful, because this is very, very hot. We're going to remove our dispersion screen. As you can see, it gets a little bit dirty throughout the day, but that's why we clean. So we're going to drop this in to soak, and this little piece is important to keep safe. It's the tiny little screw that is meant just for the dispersion screen. Drop that into your cleaning water as well. Okay, while everything's soaking, we're now going to take care of cleaning this. So you're gonna grab your palo brush and push it right up into the rim of your group head. And you're just gonna rotate it around. You're trying to break up any clumps of residual coffee that may be there. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your clean rag and you're just gonna get it wet. And now we're just gonna wipe up any of the oils or residual coffee that could be in our group head. Kind of fold it and make sure that you really get it right up into the ring of the group head. And that is what you'll see coming out. And so you need to continue wiping your group head until there's no more coffee. All right, so now it's time to back flush. So to do this, we're going to take our portafilter, we're going to take our back flush portafilter basket. You're going to snap that right in there, and then we're going to take 1 scoop of the cleaning powder, drop that right in there, and we're going to lock it up as though we are pulling a shot. On the Linea PB, you're going to hold both of these outside buttons until the display says back flush, and then you'll release. So it's going to go through its cycle. It's going to fill the lines in the group head with water and then release it. This will help to clean out any residual coffee or coffee oil that is in the group head or throughout the lines to make sure that the machine is entirely clean. While this is happening, we can remove the portafilter from soaking and wipe it inside and out with a clean rag. Great. While it's back flushing, now we can go ahead and start cleaning the dispersion screen after it's been soaking for a little bit of time. So what you're gonna do is, again, it's all very hot, so just gently pour out the water and fish out the dispersion screen. So you're just gonna hit that with water to rinse it, and then you're gonna take your clean rag and you're going to wipe it all inside and out. Make sure that there is no coffee remaining in any of the corners or in any of the screens. You can hold it up to the light and make sure that you can see through all of the holes. Then you'll do the same thing for the basket. Rinse it with hot water and then thoroughly wipe it out and dry it. Make sure that there's no residual coffee or cleaner anywhere on this. It's finished back flushing once. You'll remove it, and there should be some suds in there. You're just going to dump that out. You want to purge through until the water runs clean to make sure there's no residual cleaner. Make sure that you rinse out your back flush basket. And then we're going to insert it and run it again without the cleaner and without the dispersion screen. Great. So after the second back flush, you'll let it purge out, and now it's time to replace the dispersion screen, and then we're gonna back flush another 2 times. The only time that we will use cleaner is the very first back flush. So once it's back up in there and you've hand tightened it, go ahead and just turn it until it's snug. Purge through, and then run the back flush sequence with the dispersion screen in place. While that's happening, you can go ahead and remove the steam wands from soaking and purge them out. And then just give them a quick wipe down. So then while it's back flushing, now is when you would go ahead and wipe down every part of your equipment. You can remove the drain tray and the drain here. Take those back, wash them, wipe them all down. So the last back flush sequence has finished. Go ahead and let it purge out. We're going to remove our back flush basket. Go ahead and reinsert your normal portafilter basket. Purge through, make sure everything's clean, check everything before you leave. And then the last thing to do is you'll hold the 2 leftmost buttons until it goes into eco mode. You know it's in eco mode because it reads it on the display and there's no lights coming on any of the buttons. And you're done.